A lot has changed since moving into our 1930s renovation project, and with the side and rear walls ready to come down in the next few weeks to pave way for our extension, we wanted to show you a few things that have changed since we first got the keys. Given that some paints and plasters don't mix, and given the age of our house, we stripped some wallpaper by the staircase to find out what we were dealing with. We also started stripping some of the paint on the shelving here, but then stopped when we realised we might be dealing with lead paint. We'll be testing for this soon. We also had lead piping running through the house, so we've taken steps to remove this. We've packed most of our stuff into the front of the house now, as we know that the back and side of the house will be coming down as part of the extension plans. With the walls in the rear lounge space being Artex, we've also been running tests to check if there's any asbestos present. The view has also changed drastically, but more on that later. By the way, if you're interested to see what we do with this space, make sure to follow us and help us reach our goal of 2,000 followers. As it's on the corner of the extension, the kitchen is going to be ripped out completely, and not a moment too soon, as you can see the cracks are taking over. With the weather taking a cold turn this winter, we've also changed the dated boiler to a new combi and installed a new hive system. Not much has changed upstairs, but we've been fighting a losing battle with damp and leaks. We drew a pencil line around this particular patch and noticed how much it's grown since then. Before changing the heating system, the house used to operate on a water tank and pump, and as you can probably gather, the pump sprung a leak. This moisture spread into the carpet in the rear bedroom, and mould took over before we realised what had actually happened. This also led to a leak downstairs in the kitchen, adding to the list of issues. One of the most obvious changes is the garage being knocked down. This had already begun to crumble, so naturally it made sense to remove it to make space for the extension and gain some garden space. We're really overwhelmed by the amount of work ahead of us, so make sure to send us some words of encouragement and follow us to see what we do next with the space.